It's Melissa from the AC Library, and in this video I'll finish showing you how to set up an MLA paper using Microsoft Word. Because it'll be easier to show you what's next if I have actual words on the pages, I've copied portions of a handbook here. MLA requires that you put your last name and the page number at the top right of each page. Put this in the header section of the document. The header is at the very top of the page, and you can easily access it by pointing your cursor to the very top of the page and then double-clicking. Then click on Page Number, hover over Top of Page, and then select Plain Number 3, which will put the number over on the right. Don't ever just type the number 1 on your first page. If you use this Insert Page Number feature, Word will automatically change all of your page numbers for you as your paper grows and changes. Then just type your last name. I'll pretend you're either Jane or John Doe. Then put a space. Make sure that Word didn't change the font style and size. Highlight all of it, and as long as you're on the home page, you can set it to Times New Roman 12. To get out of the header, just double-click somewhere down here in the main body of your paper. And see now, if I scroll down, your name and to appears on the second page. Notice that each of your paragraphs should be indented to the right. Usually you can just hit Tab at the start of a line to do this. Okay, the last thing I want to show you is how to set up a Works Cited page, where you provide citation information for all of your sources. This is when you really need to make sure you're complying with the requirements of the MLA style. In the library, we've created a guide to help you make sure you're doing it all correctly. Visit the web page at actx.libguides.com/MLA. Here's what a Works Cited page should look like. Most likely the person who created this not only used a guide like the one I just told you about, but also probably took advantage of the citation tools available in most all of the library's databases. Here's an article I selected after I ran a search using Academic Search Complete, one of our go-to databases. You can click here on the Cite button and the system will pull up a screen of the different citation styles. I'll scroll down to MLA, copy this citation, and then go back over to my document and paste it into my Works Cited page. Because this page should be alphabetical by author, I'll put this one by Stapleton at the very bottom of my list. Now notice this weird W at the end of her name. This is an example of the fact that while this database citation tool can help you at least get started with the citation, it's not infallible. As you can see from the actual PDF document of the full article, her name is just Stapleton. So I'll fix that. You see how Word has underlined the words and the? That's because these are words that aren't typically capitalized. And in fact, MLA says you shouldn't capitalize words like a, an, and, or the, unless they're the first words in the titles. So this is another example of something you'll have to fix. To finish formatting this citation, I also need to set it to Times New Roman 12 point. Now, because I pasted the citation directly onto my Works Cited page, which had already been formatted the way I wanted it, the computer knew that I wanted all of the subsequent lines to be indented as MLA requires, just like all of the entries above. But here's an example of how this citation looked when I copied it over to a different place in the document. Notice that the indentations are now wrong. If that happens to you, there's an easy fix. Just hit backspace when your mouse is just before the last name here. And now place your mouse at the start of the first line you want indented and then hit Control-T on your keyboard. And now both lines bumped over. Okay, this is just a quick guide helping you format your paper, but if you have questions, please contact us in the library. You can come by in person. We're on the Washington Street campus in the Ware Student Commons on the 4th floor. You can also check out the other video tutorials we've made showing you how to use our various databases to find articles like the one I showed you earlier. Go to Blackboard, click on the Library tab, and then as long as you're on the Find Database Articles page, you can find them. And you can also contact us by email or phone, and that information will appear on the next screen of this video. Good luck writing your paper!